The man is a germaphobe. You know where I'm going with this. If he had an affair, okay, services were paid for, services rendered, services paid for, right? So what are we talking about? Lots of men use prostitutes.
That says so much, not about Trump really, but so much about that unnamed anonymous woman's view about men and everything, about sex workers as well. Stormy Daniels, notably, is not a prostitute. No shame to prostitutes, think it should be legalized. In no small part for protection of those who engage in it. That's not what she is, that's not what this was. Nothing that woman, who apparently is a big fan of Donald Trump, she is after all camped outside of the courtroom where he's on trial. None of that had anything to do with the trial. But it is a representation of what the point of all of the talk on the right, sort of adjacent to the trial, is about. It's to delude people.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
Laura Ingraham, Laura Trump, Alina Habba, Stephen Miller, all of them look at that woman and think, we cannot allow her to know what actually happened and what the stakes are. Instead, make it about, they're just trying to say he's dirty or whatever. It's just election interference. First of all, like, he's a germaphobe. Yes, he is apparently a germaphobe. It hasn't stopped him from doing a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. And the idea that for some reason, someone who happened to be an adult film star would naturally be more ridden with germs or stuff. Again, this says so much, but not about Donald Trump. It's not about the affair. And by the way, like, maybe he had an affair, maybe. No. This one is basically assured. And if you think, this is the one he's on trial for. If you think this is the end of his infidelities, you know what, I'm just speculating. He's a guy who brags a lot, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, on this, it's not about whether he had the affair. It's not about whether she was compensated for it. And again, that's not what this was. Also, lost in all this is the fact that while she is not claiming to have been sexually assaulted or raped, she did not want this sexual experience. He did force himself on her. She is not saying rape. Nobody is claiming that it's rape. But again, her experience, how she felt, how this has affected her, is utterly irrelevant to the Trump side of the political spectrum. They don't care at all about that. This is about a rich guy using his money, using his fixers, using whatever legal mechanism he can to shut down stories that would hurt him. Because Donald Trump, and I'll speak to that woman. Generally, I don't care about the individuals in these, but I will speak to her because I care about her. Donald Trump did not want you to know what he has done. That's what this is about. And he is so rich and so used to being able to just pay people off, make things disappear, that he thought, screw you, you don't get to know who I am and what I've done and what I stand for. Fundamentally, at a base level, who I am and what I believe, you don't get to know that because I'm rich. And so I'll throw some money at a problem and make it go away. And beyond even that, then I'll lie about it. I'll lie about it in my business records. And to that woman and to anyone else on the Trump side, they're not actually disputing the specifics of any of this. That's not what they're doing. It happened. The affair happened. The attempt to intimidate her happened. The paying off happened, the hush money. And then they did indeed lie about it. And they did it to get around campaign finance restrictions, to make sure that people don't have the information that they need in the run up to the election. And again, it was never gonna change my opinion of Donald Trump. This was not about bamboozling John Iadarola. It was about bamboozling you and other conservatives. Conservatives, perhaps, who actually believe all the Christian stuff they say, who hold this stuff really dear and might judge Donald Trump for what he is alleged to have done. He wanted you guys to be ignorant in the run up to the election. So again, I doubt she's gonna hear this message. I doubt it would get through to her or to the many other people who believe what she does, unfortunately. But that is what this case is actually about. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?